Hello guys, welcome to my channel UFC News once again. I am here with you to share a new news about UFC. Today I am going to tell you who are the top 5 youngest champion in the UFC history. Today's video is going to be quite interesting. Without wasting any time, let's begin. Number 5 is Frank Shamrock. Frank Shamrock accumulated 22 MMA fights before first appearing inside the octagon in December 1997. As he was so experienced outside the UFC, Shamrock's debut with the organization was a fight with Kevin Jackson to determine the inaugural light heavyweight champion. Only 2 weeks younger than Frank Mir, he submitted Team Sylvia. Shamrock also claimed a UFC belt with a armbar less than in 60 seconds. Shamrock defended his championship 4 times before taking a break from MMA. Had he continued his reign, Shamrock had a potential to go down as one of the most dominant champions in UFC history. Still, Tito Ortiz and Jon Jones are the only fighter to earn more consecutive UFC light heavyweight title defenses. Number 4 is Carlos Newton, 24 years and 8 months, 9,026 days. Carlos Newton began competing in MMA at the only 19 years old. He competed at UFC 17 and with various other promotions before returning to the octagon for a title shot at UFC 31. With a rate of bulldog choke, Newton dethroned the Pat Miletich and claimed the welterweight championship. 6 months later, Newton was beaten in his first title defense against Matt Hughes. Although he had a Hughes in this tight triangle choke, Newton was slammed and knocked out by an already unconscious adversary. Number 3 is Josh Barnett, 24 years and 4 months, 8,898 days. Like Carlos Newton, Josh Barnett began competing in MMA when he was 19 years old. He made his UFC debut a week after his 23rd birthday and won 3 of his first 4 fights inside the octagon. Despite failing his drug test at UFC 34, Barnett was awarded a title shot in his following bout against Randy Orton, who he defeated at only 24 years old. Barnett was later found to have failed his drug test for that bout as well. While that would have negated his win in today's world, Barnett kept his victory over Corser and was only stripped in his heavyweight championship. Despite the controversial nature of his championship status, Barnett held the distinction of youngest UFC champion. Number 2 is Josh Aldo, 24 years and 2 months, 8,838 days. Josh Aldo began fighting in Brazil before turning 18 years old. By the time he was 21 years old, Aldo has signed with WEC, which was then the premier organization for featherweight. By knocking out his first 5 WEC opponents, Aldo was given a shot at 145-pound champion Mike Brown. The Brazilian also stopped Brown to become the WEC featherweight champion at 23 years old. Had that fight occurred inside the octagon, Aldo would be the youngest champion in UFC history. Instead, Aldo had to win 2 more fights while waiting 12 months to be promoted to UFC champion. For a brief period, that promotion did not make Aldo the youngest fighter to hold UFC belt, but the distinction did not last long. Number 1 is Jon Jones, 23 years, 8 months, 8,644 days. Jon Jones got started in MMA a little later than some of the other fighters near the top of this list, but he made astronomical leaps and bounds toward the top of light heavyweight division. Beginning his career a few months before his 21st birthday, Jones needed only 6 fights to prove himself as a valuable prospect to UFC officials. After signing with the promotion, it took Jones only 6 more fights to show he was deserving a shot at the 205-pound championship. At 23 years old, Jones stopped Mauricio Rua to become youngest champion in UFC history. Nearly 3 years later, Jones is still the light heavyweight title holder and is establishing himself as one of the best fighters to ever step in the octagon. So guys, this was the video I made for you, and if you like the video, please do subscribe and share it with your friend. Thanks for watching me and have a nice day. Thank you.